Hey guys!
Welcome back to this week's episode of Spill It, Hermana. Is that it? So, how was y'all's week?
It was good.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah.
I had a good week too. It was too bad. I'm so much better now. No more COVID.
Alright. I hope not.
I'm COVID free, guys. At least, I don't feel the symptoms anymore, so I feel like I am.
That's good.
But yeah. What about y'all?
Good. I got that clothes folded.
That's good. I didn't even get mine washed.
Mine's all washed, not put away.
I've been washing the clothes I wear, which is my uniforms, and I have some clean ones for tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah,
Mine's
but
just
I'm gonna clean Saturday. It's gonna be my clean day. So I'm working tomorrow.
You and that cleaning obsession.
I know it's bad. My house is really bad.
Yes, she says you walk in and her house is fine.
No, it is nasty this time for real. For real.
All right. So, manifesting la vida que queremos. So, if you could manifest something for each other, what would it be?
Who's going first?
I don't know. I usually go from oldest to youngest, but if y'all want to go to youngest to oldest, then little one.
Little one. Okay. So do I say like for you and Daisy? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Something that I would manifest for Nana is that like goals? Is that what that technically means? Like what kind of goals would I want for Nana? Or what's a way that I can help set her goals? I mean, like what does that mean?
So how about let's backtrack and let's talk about manifest.
Huh?
Like,
Okay.
what does that mean? And then we can go to what you want to manifest for us.
So, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Good.
No, go ahead. I don't know what to say.
What is manifesting?
So to me, like the way that I've seen it is basically you write it down. So I've seen like you have 1 page a day. You write in your notebook. Like let's say just one thing that you want to happen in your life. So I want to find a job, right? You write that I want to find a job, or I'm going to find a job. You write that sentence down every single day. You're manifesting that for you.
Oh.
You're gonna manifest. It's somehow, some way, you're gonna find a job.
Okay.
Regardless of what kind of job, you're gonna find a job. So that's what that means.
Like
to
speaking
me.
it into existence.
Yes, you just took the words right out of my mouth.
I see.
Yeah, she just.
And I saw you were about to speak, and I was like, she's gonna take it. I'm gonna say it.
I was robbed.
But the difference between the goals then is just the idea of what you want, and then manifesting is actually saying it.
Just talking about it, I think. Like you said, speaking it to existence. Because when you have your list of goals, that's because to me a list of goals is you're gonna you have mentally those steps. You gotta follow those steps. But manifesting, you're just saying it. Just
okay. So back to the question
for
of what would I wish for you guys, type thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm usually not.
I think that I would manifest the same thing for both of you guys, which would be like having good, stable financial life so that you can be happy with being home with your kids, but still being able to take them to the movies or, to the park and buy them an ice cream and not have to worry about, do I have enough money?
That's true. Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know if I can say anything different from what you
Right.
just said because I feel the same way.
Same. Yeah.
I mean, I guess for Melly, I could manifest, or I would want to manifest peace and quiet every once in a while because I feel like Darlie's always go, go,
On
go.
the run.
And like
Busy little
sometimes,
bee.
sometimes it's nice to have that
Slow down.
pause. Yeah, like she slows her down, but not enough. Like
Yeah.
so I feel like sometimes you just need to take a breather, and so I manifest pauses and self care for you because I feel like that's something you really deserve, not need, deserve.
Thank you.
And then for Diana, what can I manifest for you? I think just also peace. Not necessarily slow down because sometimes I feel like Diana needs to hurry up a little bit.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
I'm too slow.
So I
I
feel
took my time.
I feel like
Yeah, but-
you're like on rewind. This one's on fast
Yeah.
forward. But I would like to
funny.
manifest just some peace, tranquility,
Mhm.
and like Darlie said, like I mean, I want financial stability for you too, but also financial. But also financial stability for her and Theo. Like I want her to be able to put herself in a position where she's good and she can tell him like whatever you want, dude, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna get you, whatever you want. And so
Yeah.
I think she's deserving of that. So.
Thank you. That's what scares me right now is he's growing. You know, because later on he's going to be asking for stuff and I'm like, I need to be able to say, okay, I'll get it for you. I don't want to be like, oh, we can't, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week, or, you know.
I mean, well, granted, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
but I know what you're trying to say. Like, not always.
Right, exactly.
You don't always have to be, like, you don't want to be, like, trying to count your pennies in front of him. Like, that's what you don't want. You don't want to, like,
even if you see that.
Even if you have to.
Right.
You don't want him to know that you don't want, so
Exactly.
speaking into existence that you're going to be able to handle him or handle giving him it all. Yeah, so.
Right. Well, let me see. For Melly, I want to manifest slowing down a little bit for her to, like, really take it all in, this motherhood. I know your life is so busy as it is right now because of work, having so much to do. Like, I want you to be able to slow down and take it all in because I know there's moments where you're just like, I'm missing out on him growing. Yeah. And it's hard, like, I'm on the other end where I get to be there, and I know it must suck. Well, at least I feel like if I was in your position, I'd be sad too. Yeah. That, I'd miss out on this or that of him growing up, so I just want you to be able to, when you are with him, to take it all in, and that way later down the line, you'll feel a little bit better about, having to leave to work, and I know it sucks. But also what I manifest for you is to be able to stay home and, be with him. Yeah. And then with your next child or, however many kids you decide to have.
Yeah.
So that's what I manifest for you. And Daisy, I manifest for you that you find your happy place, whether that be at a salon or your own salon. I know your kids are already getting older. They're already going to go to school. So you're going to have a lot of free time on you. And I hope that, with this free time, something good comes of it and you can find that nook, that place where you want to be. Because I know it's frustrating and you've been home for quite a while now.
Since COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Rita was born. So
no, before.
Before?
Since COVID. I stopped
But you were pregnant, right? Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't know what COVID and being around people.
Pregnant.
That's true.
So I
stopped. It's been a good minute.
March 2020.
Dang. So see, I'm manifesting that you be able to find that place that you want to be and financially be not, because I know you're good, you know.
Yeah.
But I know that you want your own things. You want to be able to provide and help your husband. That's
not that I'm being selfish and I want more. It's that I want to be able to.
You want to
give.
pitch in.
Yeah, I want to give.
It feels good, you know. Versus, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I manifest for you, and you know, both of you to have good health, your kids, your family to be good too, and yeah, that was my manifesting.
Well, that was sweet. I really like that question.
Yeah, that was a good one. So,
do you guys remember in school? I don't know if you guys. I mean, maybe you did this with newspapers instead.
I'm not a fucking dinosaur. What are we talking about? You can tell me yes or no.
Comment down below what age y'all think we are.
No. That's what I'm saying. We did dream boards, but we cut out with magazines. So maybe you did it with the newspaper.
We had magazines too. This big. Yeah, I remember doing
that. But yeah, like you guys remember the dream boards and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I still like. I mean, I see it in the movies. So like the little teenagers and the little girls, they have I mean, they're not little, but you know, teenagers. Yeah. They'll do their dream boards and they have this big, massive thing on their walls and just all this. Should we make a dream board?
We should.
Yeah.
Like for us three, or for the podcast, or for
like one or three.
I think we should do one big one, and we'll have like. Do you remember the Venn diagrams? What a Venn diagram is?
The circles.
So it's the big circle, and then all the little circles, and so they're all connected. Yeah.
So 3 circles.
Yeah, basically.
And so in the middle is what we'll manifest for
together.
What we're doing
together in the podcast, and then also we're connecting with each other too.
Oh yeah, like me,
like,
you,
yeah. I think somehow like that. Yeah,
yeah.
We'll figure it out. But
that's cool. I'm excited.
I think we should do that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Y'all let us know if y'all want us to
do it on camera.
Awesome.
Or just show you guys after. Like,
we can make like reels and stuff and post it.
Yeah.
Like the process.
Well, if they decide they don't want it on camera, then we'll just give them reels and stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You mean like in the episode?
Yeah. Like, should we make it an episode or should we just
do it
show you when we're done?
Yeah. Okay.
But we will do that. We're gonna put that in our schedule. But yeah, I think dream boards are basically manifesting.
Pretty much.
It is.
Because you're having to see that, you know, and then
you see it every day.
Mm-hmm. But where do we keep it? That's a good question.
Maybe we should take a picture of it. Let's see plastic. I thought it was a really good idea.
It is. I do too.
At this point, I feel like scratch that. I'm just kidding. Don't comment about that.
No, I want to do it. I'm just saying, like, where do we keep it?
Well, she brought up a good question.
We'll leave it here in Anna's house.
That's fine.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's good because this is where we came up with the idea. Go with that.
I'm cool with that. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Another question I wanted to ask you guys. This is one of my favorite things to think about sometimes because, what advice would you give your younger selves about dreaming bigger? Like, like, what would you tell them about the things that, you know, you want to?
Maybe don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen fast.
That's a good one.
For your younger self.
Yeah.
That's the very good. Oh, for your younger self.
Yeah, because I feel like back then when I was a child,
as a kid,
I feel like I wanted stuff and I wanted it now. And if it didn't happen, it was like an eternity before it even came.
Was it like a disappointment?
Yeah.
What about you, Daisy?
So I might be taking it differently, but if I could tell my younger self anything, it would be you don't have to take this path because seems easier and faster. I feel like I limited myself when it came to what am I going to do after high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I had different things that I wanted to pursue, but because nobody ever went to, or nobody had yet gone to university and done those big things, I was like, oh, I don't need to do that. I don't have to do that. I shouldn't do that. Why would I do that?
You
Who
psyched
am
yourself
I?
out.
Yeah, I did. I think I did, because I feel like I could have done something else, which I'm not saying I'm not happy with where I landed, because I love doing hair. Like the creativity aspect of it, I probably would have ended up doing it anyways. But the fact that I didn't let myself just
You limited
explore.
yourself.
Yeah. So I feel like that part, there's no limit on what you can. I mean, I can literally still go back to school.
Of course.
Alonso tells me all the time, you want to go do something else, go do something else. I'm like, it's
too
gonna
late.
take so long. It's gonna take years. Because one thing I wanted to pursue was teaching. I was like, maybe I should be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Teach these little jits something good, but and then I also thought about the medical field,
Mm-hmm.
nursing, or even being a doctor or a pharmacist. I thought about that at one point or another, but I can still do that.
You can.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to, I could.
Right. Think about it. Your kids are in school. You have more time on your hands.
But I don't know if I will.
If you want to.
Yeah.
But don't psych yourself out again.
Yeah.
Follow the advice you're giving your younger self.
Yeah, but
basically,
we know we don't follow our own advice.
No, we don't. But this one, okay. Well, then I'm telling you, don't psych yourself out. I'm advising you.
We'll see.
So the advice that I would give my younger self about dreaming bigger, basically, don't stop trying. Don't give up. Because I feel like I gave up too easily. Like, I would think about when I left high school, I wanted to do certain things, but I decided not to. And that was on me, just because I had so and so in my ear saying don't do this or don't do that didn't mean that I should have listened.
Right.
I should have kept trying, even if it meant having to lose somebody to chase my dreams. Because at the end of the day, I lost them anyways.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about. Like, I shouldn't have allowed that, and basically listen to my inner voice, me, what I want. So yeah,
I like that.
You know what I was just thinking about the other day was, it's been 10 years, like, since I turned, because I'm about to be 35, so I know. I know.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm 34. My birthday's coming up.
How do you forget your age?
I didn't.
Oh.
She forgot my
she
age.
shouldn't lie?
I'm just making sure.
No,
I do forget my age. I have to ask Alonso, how old are you? Because I'm 2 years younger than him, so I just do the math from there.
I don't. Mine is pretty much easy, because like from the 90s.
Yeah, 90.
So we're 25. I just add, like, the year is 2025. I just add 10. Because 90 to 2000 is 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was thinking, I was like, damn, I remember what I was doing 10 years ago. Like, never in my mind did it ever cross, like, I'd be here.
What were you doing 10 years ago? When was 10 years ago?
Yeah,
what 25.
year? 20. We
No,
are in
what year?
2025.
What year
Oh,
was
you
I
were
was
25?
25. I was 25.
You graduated. What were you
Yeah.
doing at my graduation?
We went to the Cascada afterwards.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. What were you doing during my graduation time?
What year?
Yeah.
I was walling out with the ex-husband. Like, we were taking advantage of, like, I mean, not taking advantage.
Walling out?
Wilding out.
Oh, wilding.
We
Okay.
was out clubbing, out doing stuff that we weren't supposed to do.
Tis.
Yeah, no, and then afterwards it just won't. It was just like the balloon was blowing up, and then it went
exploded, or
no, it slowly started disinflating
and farting.
No.
You know whenever it makes a fire sound.
Out of nowhere. No, but yeah. So like, where do you see yourselves in 10 years from now? Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
You go first.
Wait, hold on. Since you said like already you're past 10.
I didn't. Yeah.
So I'll go past and then future. What was it? How old was I? What? How old am I?
How do you forget your age?
I was 13.
You just told her how you're gonna forget your age.
She just did the same thing.
I was trying to sing over here.
Wait, I'm not 23. I'm
22. I don't know where you got 23 from. I was like, okay.
I don't know what she said. 13.
So I was 12 years old. What was I doing when I was 12?
Playing with your dolls.
You were 12?
Yeah. What grade was I in? I
don't know,
wasn't even here yet. Oh, we were moving. It was the worst time in my life. Oh my gosh. Mom and Dad had just pulled me out of 6th grade.
And then you went to school with your husband?
Yeah.
She said there was so much time.
During that
you
time,
heard it here.
No, during that time, I did not want to move. And I wasn't a fan of my husband. But that's another story for another day. Anyways.
That's a funny story.
10 years from now, I see myself. How old would I be?
32.
32. Oh my gosh.
These bitches are acting like it's the end of the world if you're 30.
Oh my god. That's your prime?
Yeah. 30s.
Nice.
30s is the new 20s.
I'd be 32. I see myself with 2 more kids. I see myself with 2 girls and Ariel. And obviously Hazel and what?
I don't know. They're just in case.
Just
with him.
We all wondering.
Yeah. And I see us with
how many dogs?
Oof, like probably like 7
2 soccer teams.
Too many.
Too many to count. Who knows? Maybe like another. No. Hopefully, like almost paying our property off. Hopefully, or close. You know. And I think that's it. Oh, traveling. I want to travel when the kids are older. I guess they would only. Ariel would only be 10. I'm not traveling yet. Well, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
10? Depends.
10, right? 10's old enough, but
like
the other
11.
one would be smaller.
Well, depends.
Depends on when you have them.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
mean, if you
3
have
years
a baby
from now.
10 years from now.
No, 3 years from now. 2 years from now. He's already 1. So that's.
So they'll be like 8.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be traveling.
7, 6. The next one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What about you?
10 years ago, I was graduating high school while already having started cosmetology school. How deep was I in there? February, March, April, May. 3 months in only. I was, barely starting.
How long was the course?
I don't remember how many hours. 1,200 hours or 1,600 hours. So about a year and a month.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I
A
did
year? That's a long time.
I did my exam. I got licensed in 2016, March of 2016.
Did you go? You didn't go full time because you were going to high school.
No, I went full time. I wasn't in high school anymore.
Oh.
I graduated early.
You went for a whole year, like full time.
Well, technically full time, but it was only Monday through Wednesday, 10 hours. So 30 hours a week. That's still considered. No.
Yeah. It is.
It's 40 hours is full time.
That's for work week.
Oh, then.
And even 40 hours
30 to 40 is full time.
Full-time
Right? Anything
at
under
work.
30 is
is part-time.
Okay, never mind.
full time.
She was right.
I'm telling you, guys. No. So 10 years from now, I will be. How old am I? 28. 38. God damn! You're gonna be hitting the 40s. You're not even there yet, Diana. Chill out, okay?
But if you're at 38,
You're gonna be 50.
I'm not going to be 50.
Like, I don't even know.
30.
Oh, 40?
44. I'm 34 right now.
Alright.
There's still 6 years in between 50 and 44,
I'm
Missy.
just kidding. Anyways.
Mm.
Anyways, I'll be 38. Yeah. Oh, señora.
Literally.
I feel like a senora.
I think.
I don't feel like one either, but I think by then
Yeah.
we'll be hitting 40.
What?
Okay.
Alright, moving
Our
on.
senora age.
I feel like I'm in my training senora era.
Does that mean when you're like married and you do all the things that married
I
people
guess.
do?
I feel like mom sometimes.
I feel like I'm going backwards.
Why?
Because I already did that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going backwards.
That's what you're saying.
Anyways.
It only makes me feel younger.
Anyways.
It is just a number, guys.
What will I
Alright.
be doing at 38? In 10 years, the boys will be 15 and 14.
Oh my goodness. High school.
Chuyito. Okay, so Chuyito's saving up for his vehicle.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
So
he
cute.
literally like.
He
'cause
said
I-
that?
Yeah. Well, we told him I was like, we're gonna save your money. His piggy bank, we break them and we put them in another one, and we just keep saving them. And when probably this last one, we're gonna break it and we're gonna open up an account for him, and we're gonna keep it in there. And anything, whenever he gets anything above 20, goes in there. Anything below that, he can spend on whatever. And I don't want him to start spending money on his little toys that he wants, and so that way he can see and start realizing like,
Yeah.
I gotta get money for this stuff. Like
Right.
it's not actually free like he thinks it is.
Yeah.
So he'll be 15, so he'll be around the time he's trying to get his permit, and we'll be car shopping probably around that time.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
the way he's saving.
The way he's he's probably gonna freaking 0 miles.
Wow. Okay, true.
All right. Can you give me a ride?
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully we'll be doing that for them. And
Dang. And then car shopping the year right after? For Beto?
yeah. Yes, so a year after that we're gonna be car shopping for Beto too. So
That's crazy.
that is gonna be crazy. But like Melly said too, I hope that I'm in the position where we're traveling a lot. Like by that time we should have already traveled all of
Greece.
Europe, I feel like. Well, Greece for sure. But I don't know where that one's at. Is it in Europe?
I have no idea.
It's out there.
I don't know. I haven't looked at a map since last
I was trying to look for it last time and I can't remember where
I don't
it
know.
was.
No idea.
It's out
But
there.
hopefully we've done all Europe. Like I want to do Italy and all France.
In Hawaii.
Whoa. Yes. Yeah, I would like to do all 50 states too.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a nice bucket list.
I've always said
Yeah.
I wanted to do a road trip, like all
Mm-hmm.
the United States, or at least the Route 66, where it takes you all through all the states going up north,
Okay.
Oh.
like
Yeah.
on
That'd be cool.
the Cars movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So hopefully we would have already traveled, and I will have a steady job. Doing what? I don't know.
I feel like that's when you're gonna
A
start
podcast.
traveling with your husband.
So I shouldn't have a job, right? Huh? Fuck it. I won't work anymore.
No, you can ask for vacation time, sister.
You can work for yourself and have your own
but
business.
You know what? Yes. By that time, I hope we are successfully running our own business.
Mm-hmm.
Or are we manifest? No, this is our goals. Or no, this is where
This
we
is
see
what you
ourselves.
see yourself.
This is where you
do-
see
you know,
yourself.
like where you see yourself.
I don't
But
have my
I guess
glasses,
it's
I don't
us
know.
manifesting it. Us manifesting it is us saying it right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So me in 10 years, I'll be 44. So I mean, my son is gonna be what, 10, 11, almost leaving elementary to go to middle school. So he'll be like either 4th or 5th grade.
Fifth grade graduation.
Yeah. Do they do those?
Yeah. They do graduation for everything, I think, now.
For pre-K, kindergarten,
I've seen that.
5th grade,
8th grade.
8th grade.
I know I've seen some schools do 8th grade, like to go to high school, but not all of them.
No.
I think it's more of private schools.
Yeah, private schools, I think, are the ones that really prioritize that.
Mm.
I think they should, though.
Do you want?
Well,
are you
yeah.
gonna keep your kids in?
Yeah.
Because he's in a private school, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep him in there?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him there until he finishes everything that's there across the street.
What do they go up to?
8th grade, I think. Which is fine with me, because that way in high school I want him to go to the one down the road.
The shark one?
Yeah. Because we're not gonna be Indians.
No. I was.
Yeah.
Didn't your husband graduate from it?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
Yeah, they were rivals.
The Sharks.
The Indians.
Oh, rivals.
Yeah, the Longhorns.
Enemies.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways,
So let's talk about goals.
Okay.
So let's each give 2 short-term and 2 long-term
Okay.
goals that we have.
Okay. So currently, what? So currently at work, I try to run every morning, but I've been slacking. I was doing pretty good. Like in May, I was running like every day of the week that I went to work, so Monday to Thursday. But technically, my goal was to run the 1.5 miles in 15 minutes and 20 seconds, if not less than that. So that's one of my short-term goals. And another goal that I have is to reach 500 followers
On where? On TikTok?
on my TikTok.
on your
By the end of the
personal
month. Yeah, my personal TikTok.
How many are you on?
147.
Followers?
Yeah.
I think I'm around the same.
Yeah.
I was happy when I made it to 100.
Me too. But
no se mueve de ahí.
no.
Y'all gotta do these lives and stuff. I go on lives and I get followers.
How many do you have?
800.
You promise?
I'll show you.
Are you for real? How do you do that?
Because I get on the lives. And
How many people do you follow?
I follow more than I get followed.
Oh.
But that's because I follow like celebrities and stuff. 31.
Oh my
I got 500.
gosh.
I need to be doing more.
Go on your TikTok and tell everyone to follow me.
Well, I can do that.
Okay.
Like do stories and
yeah, like show
share
me
your
out.
page.
Yeah.
Somebody said they were gonna do that for me and didn't do it.
Liars.
I know. Talking
I hope
about
you're
you,
watching this.
Josue, and people. Yeah, they're like, I'll shout you out so I can get more followers because they have so many. And I was like, all right, cool.
How many do they have?
And then, they have a lot. I haven't checked people's, but I know he told me. And then he was like, first he was like, how about you give me $10? And I was like, I'll give you 5. And then we bet something for $10. Then he was like, nah, I bet you 5. I can't remember. It was at
the party.
Yeah, and he was so wrong. But then afterwards he forgot about it. So I guess we were even.
Oh.
Because I wasn't going to pay him $5. So he was going to figure it out.
Oh gosh.
So yeah. No, I do the lives. Like, there's people that do lives to get followers.
What?
And yeah, so like it's
So you have to
it's
follow the map.
I don't know. In Spanish they do dinámica. So yeah, you follow them back. You follow them, they follow you
Are
back.
you trying to get us into an MMA
What's MMA?
pyramid thing?
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is she talking about?
The money market, whatever.
No, that's what they call the activity to get more followers. So like they'll pin somebody's comment on the screen, and then everybody has to go follow that person, and then follow the first 3 people. So like if you're gifting 2, it brings you to the top, and he's more liable to you're more liable to get more followers. I've paid $8. I mean, I've bought $8 worth of coins, and then I think I did that for 3 days, and I got $800. So it's not that bad.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't do that.
I was almost to 1,000, but some people unfollow you.
Bitches.
Yeah. Also, because I don't, when I sit there and I go follow people back,
you lose track.
No. Like, I'll start following, and then TikTok just cuts it off. Because
you
thinks you're a robot or something trying to follow too many people, so it cuts you off for the day. So then I forget the next day, and then people decide to unfollow me because I never followed them. So, and then some just unfollow because they're assholes. So there's times where I'll go on my followers or following. Yeah, because you're following them and they unfollow you. It'll say on there, like it'll basically tell you. So I go and unfollow. If I see that they're not following me and I'm following them, I unfollow them. But I only do that sometimes. So yeah.
Alright.
That was your goal? 500?
Yeah, 500.
I think you could do that in one night.
In one night?
Yeah, I went from...
Are you serious?
Daisy, how much did I have? Like, when I started...
You finally made it to 100, I think. You had just made it to 100.
100. And then, like, 2 or 3 weeks after that, that's when I started doing the lives. And then when you go on people's lives and you do lives too, like, as a group, you get people that go in there and they'll stop following you.
How do you even get on lives with other people? Well, I guess you can show me afterwards.
I was gonna say they invite you. Well, I already have a certain group that I go on lives with all the time. Like, we'll go from like 9, 10, or 11 at night to like 12 or 1. But it just depends. You can find your little group that will do it earlier if you want to go to bed earlier. I stay up anyways. I'm a fucking zombie.
Okay. What are your 2 short-term goals?
Okay. This is for within the next few months.
Okay.
Not this month. Number 1 would be finish and launch the salon setup that I have going on. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that because, But yeah, I want to finish that off and start getting friends and family coming in to do that. And number 2, stay consistent with my fitness and to rebuild energy. So, like, I feel like sometimes I get in these, like Diana said last time, like, these ruts. Like, it's just... And I kind of feel like I've been there. I'm slowly trying to go back to it. I was working out an hour to an hour and a half consistently every day.
Wow.
And then I don't know what happened. Actually, you know what happened? I painted the boys' rooms. That's when they moved out of the rooms together and they got their own rooms. I was working out there basically. I was doing that all day, so I felt like I was getting my exercise there. And so now I'm slowly doing it. Since summertime, we go outside with the boys, and I just start doing things around the yard. Just something. I'll find something to do. Yeah. Or I'll cut the grass. I cut the grass. I feel like, it's 2-3 hours of pushing the lawnmower. So it's enough.
You push it?
Yeah.
I thought you had a little.
It don't work right.
It's not working right now. No, we're supposed to get it. Yeah. So we've been pushing. I've been pushing. It also helps me sometimes too, but I tell them, I'm like, I want to do it because I'm going to use that as my workout. So don't tell me to work out the rest of the week. So let me do that. But yeah, those are my 2 short-term goals.
That's good. What about yours?
So my first one is basically build a 10-minute routine every morning. So, like, start doing,
that's a good one.
The normal things, brush my teeth, but then also, like, add in, this is a good one because most of the time I don't do it, like, brush my hair, either. So, like, do my hair basically, not just have it in a fucking chongo, like, just wake up and
feel better.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then, like, maybe add some skincare to that because I'm getting older. So are you? I feel young, but my age is saying differently. And I don't look my age sometimes. A lot of people tell me I look younger than what I really am, so I want to keep that going. My issue is, like, under eyes because I stay up late. and I'm just used to it. Like, I'll sit there and try to go to bed, and my brain is still on. So, like,
As I'm like barely keeping my eyes open right now.
So yeah, and then like one intention for the day. So like one goal.
Oh.
You know, to do
like a task.
Exactly. Like, I'm gonna do this. You know, like I have to at least do this. If I can do more, then great. But at least do one thing for the day.
You know what you should add to your routine is do your bed. I heard that when you do your bed, it's like at least you accomplished one thing throughout the day, and it makes you feel better on like.
And it should be easy for me too, because like I have a comforter. I don't use it. I mean, sometimes I'll pull back and get under it.
You sleep on top of it.
Yeah, and then I grab like one of these blankets and just cover myself. And I don't really cover Dale because there's no point. Cover him and he kicks it off. And he sweats, man. He sweats, and it's cold, and I'm over there like covered up, and he's over there sweating like crazy, and I'm like, I don't know where he gets that from, but it's not me.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, it is me.
Sweaty hands, sweaty feet.
He's not like that. He's not clammy.
Are you still sweaty?
It's clammy. It's not sweaty.
What do you mean clammy?
Okay, so like no, so it like depends, I guess, on some people's. And you know what? I remember this has started happening like when I turned like 12 in 5th grade, like when I got my period. After that, like my hormones.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. And then I looked it up, and it said something about there was only like 2 ways to get rid of it. It was like
cut your hands off or
no.
No mames.
Surgery, yes, but not my hands. But that means like you wouldn't
sweat at all,
right? Oy. And that's not good because that's how your body gets rid of toxins.
Really?
Yeah.
You used to?
Yeah.
And now you don't?
Now I sweat.
Huh? How'd you fix it? You weren't hydrated? Lots of times you don't sweat because you don't drink enough water. Maybe. Drink your water. True. Everyone.
That's probably why I have had so much kidney stones.
But yeah. So my other short-term goal is basically start to do a 15 to 20 minute walk. I think I could do more, maybe like 30 minutes or 45, but like start there and then keep myself accountable by posting it either on TikTok or Facebook.
Your routines?
No, this is my
walking.
You're walking. Oh, yeah. Okay.
The routine would be a good idea to do too, just to keep myself accountable that I'm doing it, and it becomes a habit. But yeah, my walking, because I used to do it. Like I used to walk and then document it on Snapchat, and I would go like, I think the most I went was like 100 and can't remember 100 and something days.
Oh yeah, I remember.
My walks, yeah,
on your stories.
Yeah, and that would help me because like, positive walking, and then a lot
fresh
of
air too.
Yeah, a lot of times it would help me just go on walks and think, and just ponder on things of my life. But yeah, so those are my short-term goals.
Nice.
Are we doing long-term?
Or
are y'all doing? Did y'all do them?
No.
Yeah, I did long.
Oh, we didn't say them though.
We didn't say them, no.
Oh
yeah. Okay, just go through them, right?
Yeah.
One of my long-term goals is to get my truck paid off. I want to do that. Yeah. And then my second one is a change in job, like promotion, pay / job type thing, like what I'm doing by the end of the year. We'll see where I'm at.
That's good.
One of my long-term goals is to turn Hermana into a brand and have an income stream. Yeah. So like grow it big, have merch, have events, partnerships, and like just make it a whole movement. Of Hermana.
Nice.
Obviously something that honors our sisterhood, our stories, our parents' stories, just, and our brother. And I'm not saying this is why we're doing it, but bring steady money for all of us.
Yeah.
And then my second is to travel with the boys. obviously that includes Alonso as my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortably too. Like I don't want us to be like
tight.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
No,
or
I want to
before.
be.
Want to be loose.
Loose like a goose.
Loosey goosey.
I want to, like have freedom to just be like, you know what, guys, this weekend we're gonna go take a road trip somewhere. I don't know, just do spontaneous shit, but travel, show them the world, and I've thought about it. Like maybe that'll help them not get into anything bad. Yeah, not help
I think
them
that's
keep that
true.
and help keep that family dynamic alive.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have that with them. I want to have a good relationship with them. I want Alonso to have a good relationship with them. I just want us to be a nice, big, happy family. Not a fake one either. Like, just...
Well, I feel like if y'all keep that going, you're right. It's going to keep them and veer them off the wrong road because they'll be comfortable enough to come to you and tell you, hey, this is this that happened. And then you can give them advice as to what they need to do.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that because, I mean, we're off topic and this is probably something we're going to talk about later on, but, that's something that I feel like we weren't able to do that with our parents. And I'm not saying that they were bad parents, but at one point in time, Mom used to say, I'm not your friend. I'm your mom.
Yeah.
And then
now
she wants to be our friend.
Yeah.
Which I love it. I love being her friend. I love being able to talk to her and tell her things that never in a million years did I imagine telling her. Like,
do you think it's because of the age that she was telling us? Or is just her
I think because
thinking has changed?
A little bit of both. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, I mean, well, you should be your child's friend,
right?
I think
to an extent.
Yeah, because you still gotta get them in trouble.
Oh,
You're
of course.
Still going to be a parent. Like it's being a parent, but still being like a nice parent. Like I don't know how to explain it because you're not gonna let them do whatever they want, but you're gonna understand. Be an understanding parent. That's and knowing that you've been there, done that. And try to explain it to them and let them make their mistakes without hurting them or whatever. Like you're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let it be.
And I think it's a little bit different too because they grew up different than us.
Yes.
And we'll be kind of going up similar
that's
to
what
them.
We talked about last time too. Like we want them to go to prom. We want them.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's something that mom and dad like. No, pa que vaya para allá.
Yeah, because they didn't have that.
Right. Well, they had that, and it was completely different back over there.
Yeah.
Like those bailes were just it's different.
Yeah.
So here it wasn't like that. It was just it was prom. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, those are my goals.
So one of my long-term goals goes basically hand in hand with my routine and my 15-minute walks, or like my daily walks that I want to start doing. So basically by a year or so I want to be able to like have a workout routine, so do a little bit more than just walks, add to that. And then my other one is basically to secure a steady source of income for myself, whether it be a at-home job or something. I want to start doing something. Like there's a lot of little projects. Yeah, there's a lot of little projects that I've started but haven't really dealt much into it. And it has a lot to do with my motivation, and sometimes I just get discouraged for certain things that I think about that I psych myself out. I say, what's the point sometimes, so I need to start changing that mindset and start doing these things that I want to do and trying to see if them. Right. That too. So like trying them out, and if I fail, I fail, that's fine. Just start fresh, do something else, but just keep going.
Or if you know where you went wrong,
correct it.
Right. So like those are my long-term goals for within the next year. So
nice. Okay, so now we're gonna do the segment that we like to call one sip, three spills. So it's like one question, and then we're all gonna spill what we think about.
Drum roll.
Oh, are you gonna like add it in?
Oh, we're here.
Okay.
Mine sounded the best.
Okay, so it's my fiance told me he doesn't want a wedding anymore after we already booked the venue. The backstory is they have been engaged for over a year, and planning this wedding has been such a huge part of their lives. She's dreamed of this moment her whole life. They had both poured in so much love, time, and effort into every detail, especially when they booked the venue a few months ago. He now says he wants to save money and elope. Do you think she should understand, or is he wrong for that?
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Because of what?
Yeah.
No. There's a difference in trying to save money. We should have started saving money since the beginning. We
Right.
do this whole big thing.
That's
Been
actually
engaged for a
wasting more
year
money
now.
because you're
Exactly.
wasting it and then you're not even going to use it. You know?
Yeah, like Daisy said, that should have been a point made before
Right.
the venue was even booked.
Right.
At this point, you're just getting cold feet, and you don't.
Well, it's either cold feet or he found
But
some other feet.
is it though? Because
Oh, well, he
they
still
wants
wants
to
to
elope. He wants to get it
Oh,
done.
I forgot.
He
about
wants
that
to
part.
marry her already.
Who has the money?
Mm.
Anybody signing a prenup?
Yeah.
That's true. Who spent the money for the
Who
venue? Because
spent-
if it was him spending the money, you'd think that he'd be so quick to say, "Fuck it, let's just elope."
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Or-
he's not, or
or
maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
Let's hear his side. Maybe she's stressing out too much, and he's just like,
Don't worry about it, baby.
What do you call that? What do you call that? Devil's advocate. Let's be the
Yes,
devil's
let's
advocate.
be devil's
Basically,
advocate.
like see it from his point of view. Which Daisy has a good point. You know, if
Yeah.
he's seeing her stress too much about it,
and if she feels like she's stressing a lot about it, or they are, or like maybe even bringing arguments into their.
Oh my gosh.
Either-
Yes. Did y'all bring arguments during wedding planning? I don't know about you
no,
or you, but oh my gosh.
I didn't because I was just ready to just get married. It was my idea,
Yeah.
and he was just like,
But
"All right,
I
let's
mean,
do it."
I was happy about it
And-
too. I'm sure you
Yeah,
were.
but like I feel like I wasn't too much. I really didn't. I didn't mind that it was in the backyard and that we were just everybody was gonna pitch in and we were gonna do it. You know, we did spend a good amount of money regardless of who was helping us, but I just felt like it was just something that I wanted to do then.
Well, how much time did you have to prepare for it?
A week.
A week. And you weren't stressing?
No.
Were you? How much did you have?
I'm not.
You took like longer.
We found out Thanksgiving Day that we were gonna get married, and then we got married on January 7th. So like a month.
This one had the longest, I think. Right? Maybe
There's
that's
no
why.
way. There's no way I had the longest.
We
Yeah.
got engaged.
Y'all got engaged in
October.
October?
We got married in December.
November, December, 2 months.
Well, I got
three almost.
I got engaged technically in May 2015.
So you were thinking. You had it. You had the ball
Oh.
rolling.
No, I got my ring. Well, it's not my ring. It's not.
But I just feel like
But it was my promise ring, and then it became my engagement ring, and then we bought our house. We already had our house. We weren't gonna get married.
You were gonna elope.
No, we
You were gonna leave?
We were just gonna move in together.
That was a conversation too.
We bought our house in October. Well, Alonso bought our house in October. And then he came over for Thanksgiving. That's why I said this. We found out that we were gonna get
Because
married.
they told you.
Because Dad said, "No, we're gonna have a wedding, and we'll have it right here." And
feel like-
you know what he said? Yeah, okay. And I had said, "Let's get married." He's like, "No, let's not spend all that." Which, in hindsight,
hey, it was
yeah,
coming
like,
from
yeah.
the
Yeah.
head honcho.
well, that part. But I mean, like what he was saying, like let's save money. You're like, yeah, we're gonna spend that money on. We already spent that money on the house. Let's spend it on putting stuff inside of it.
Yeah.
Which we did. We did do some of that stuff, but our parents helped us out a lot with our wedding. Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't remember who spent what. All I know is that he gave me money for my dress, and
Yeah.
I think that was the most stressful thing for me.
The dress?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Maybe it's because I was pregnant.
Who went with me? You went
Oh
with
my
me?
I went
god.
with you.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's fair.
I don't know. I just like I want that one. Let's try it on. We're good. Let's go.
For me, it was
Cheapest
like
one. Just
it's
get
gonna. It was gonna grow. I mean, I was gonna grow, and the dress was gonna not fit.
I think that's the most. What gave you the most stress is the fact that you has had so long to plan it, and it was more stressful. Does that make sense?
It didn't feel long at all.
I know, but you had longer to stress and think about it versus like me. Let's get married next week. We did everything we needed to plan during the week.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's because I had too much time.
Darlie has OCD.
No, I think
time.
I don't think we were agreeing on what we wanted, and like trying to save money because we, like you said, putting furniture into our home, but also we have a baby coming, and also we want a really nice wedding.
Well, I guess you win with the stress levels because that's a whole.
It was hormones. I'm gonna blame it on hormones.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you guys had a whole bunch of stuff in between, just stressful things to add to it.
Ifs, ands, and buts.
Yeah, too many buts.
Oh. I put the microphone like if I make sound.
Alright, so.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I mean, out of the three, I think you had the most stress. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, for sure.
But
it was great. It was amazing. I loved it, and I'm happy.
The point is, though.
What's the point?
It just depends. If you're stressing out too much about the wedding.
I forgot about the question.
Yeah.
And he sees that, and that's the reason why.
Just elope.
Elope. Fuck it.
It's alright.
Especially if he paid for it. Whatever.
But I feel like there wasn't too much context in that. Like, it is.
Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't really.
tried!
Oh, no. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that wasn't said, so we don't know. So we're just assuming.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be devil's advocates.
Right.
I'm sorry. It's imaginary, people.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't want to submit your stuff.
Right. So. And I'm waiting.
Granted, we just posted yesterday the first episode with 1 sip 3 spells.
Yesterday? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, we film on Thursdays.
Yeah. So, get your stuff in, please.
Submit your documents and your story or your inquiries. It'll be anonymous too, so like if you don't want us to
it can be, or if you want to put your name there.
First name, like we don't ever, obviously we're not going to sit there and research who you are.
I don't even think, we don't even ask for email on there.
Yeah.
It's not even going to say that. It's just going to be a little form. You just put your, I ain't going to know who you are, or put another name. Put Daisy. Shit. Like, who's this bitch?
Alright, guys, so that sums up today's episode. Tune in next week.
Yes, next week we're going to be talking about middle/high school sweethearts and everything in between that. So it's going to get spicy.
Well, bye!
Bye!